Hi everyone, welcome to Backbenches. Today we will be looking into one more uh, collection object, that is dictionary, which is available in Python. As we come from today modern programming languages, many of us know that about the JSON notations, mean JavaScript object notations. How the JSONs are represented will be like this. In curly braces, you have something like name, sorry, and you have a value for that, and you have a age, a value for that would be something, and the list goes the same way. The dictionary in the Python is also represented in JSON format. Now let us deep dive into dictionary collection object in Python. Let us declare a variable called employee, having a name, excuse me, Leon, and age 30, and skills, which would be in this case would be a list. Yes, you can also add a list in the dictionary. In this case it would be C#, Java, Python. Now let us print excuse me. Now let us print what does this return for us. Employee. See, you can see it just returns the name and other related values. Okay, this is how you represent a dictionary object in Python. So dictionaries are nothing but a key value pair. When you come with the background from C# or Java programming languages, we have a hash table and hash map concept. The same concept goes with the dictionary object in the Python as well. Now coming to the operations on the dictionary, just I have a note on the top of this things. Now let us check whether any particular key is available in employee dictionary or not. Okay, so let us check with the existing name key, and let us see what does it print for us. See, when you pass a name as a key, it returns the value Kalyan. Okay, in this case it returns the value of the employee name. Now when you want to check whether the key exists or not, let's say we don't have a key called salary and you want to print what it gives us a key error, means it could not find a key with that name salary. Now in that case, if you check like this, what does it return? It throws an exception, means key not found error. Now in order to avoid the exception but you want to have a meaningful return statement, you can use get method. Right, now you pass the key value, I mean key name, and then see what does it return to us. It doesn't return any exception, instead it just returns as a none, means there is no particular key available in the dictionary. However, if you want to return a many let's say you meaningful message, you can have like this, key not found. All right, now you try to search for the same salary, key not found error. This is how you can check whether the key exists or not without any exceptions. Now coming to, generally when you start doing more complex programming or complex coding, we have a tendency to check with if conditions and while under other condition statements, right, that we will be discussing in the next topic. However, if you want to check whether the particular key is available in dictionary or not, you can go like this with, let's say in this case, name in employee. All right, this returns a truth to us. Yes, now let's check for salary. false, means salary, a key with salary is not exist in employee. Now we want to add one more element with the key value pair in employee. You can do two ways. One, employee with salary as a key and some value to it. Okay, now try to print employee again. See, now the new key value pair, that is salary with the 25,000, is added to the dictionary. However, let's say in this case you have two things. Now when the salary is already added to the dictionary and you want to change that value, okay, would be 30,000 something, and then try to print the same employee dictionary object. See, one is 25,000, one is 30,000. Means if the key doesn't exist and you want to add, you can add like this. If key doesn't exist, you can add this way. In this case, however, if the key already exists, it just updates its value, right? So the same format can be used to update, and the same format can also be used to add a key to the dictionary. This is one way of adding and updating. Now we have one more method of adding, not adding exactly, it's updating the dictionary object. Means, see, in the above example, when employee is not there, we are adding it. When employee key is already there, we are updating. However, what does we want if all key values to be updated accordingly? In that case, you can use update method. Update, and then pass the Java based notation again. All right, and then see skills C#, Java, Python, and then SQL. Okay, and try to print the same. Now you can see the list has got, the dictionary has got updated here. The name has been changed, the skills has been updated, and salary has been updated to the respective values. This is how you can update the complete dictionary using the update method. If you want to individually update, you can use the index, key based index, so that it will be updated the respective value. If you want the bulk key value pair to be updated at once, you can use update method. Now coming to the deletion, you have a two way of deleting the elements in dictionary. One is using a del keyword. Now employee, now I want to delete keyword salary, and then see, you have a salary 25,000, 75,000, right? Now when you use a del employee with a salary key, sorry, this is not a method, instead it should be a key. All right, see, this one which is being updated with salary key has been deleted with 25,000. Now you can also use a pop method, as I explained earlier in list and tuples, all these things, right? The pop here in this also returns the popped value. Let us check what does it do. Employee.pop. Now let us see what does this pops do. All right, the age got popped up in the second list. It was expecting an argument which I forgot. Sorry for that. It just was expecting an argument age which I want to pop up, and it got popped up. Okay. Now you want to see what does it popped up. Let us check. Value is equal to this one. Let us check what does it return to us. 30. This is the one which we all when you use the tuples and list, when you want to pop up, the pop up will always return the value. That is the advantage of using the pop. And the delete, you can as I mentioned, you just pass the key name which you want to delete, it get deleted from the list. All right, now since we already into the collection objects, now it is a time for us to iterate these lists. Okay, in this case I mean a dictionary. So when we discussed in the list how do we iterate, you can iterate using the for loop. As of now I will show you the for loop. Down the line we will be exploring more on while and do while loop as well. For item in employee. All right, and then indentation is very important here, and then try to print item. See, by default whenever you iterate through a dictionary, it always try to print the key names. Here the name is a key, age is a key, and the skills are the key. But individually also you can iterate through keys, or else you can also individually go with the values as well. But you don't know for which key the value is corresponding to it. So in that case you have a items method available for the dictionary. Let us use a variable called key and a value, and then have the employee dot items. All right, now you want to print the key comma value. See, now that it gets key name value gets printed accordingly. Now you want to format the this expression, you can do using a strings format which we discussed earlier in a string data type. All right, now let's check. See, name, age, and skills. This is how you do the dictionary object manipulations, or how you exactly use the dictionary object in Python. So starting with just to have one more recap. How do you represent the dictionaries in Python? Using a JSON representation, that is nothing but JavaScript object notation. How do you check whether the key exists in employee or not? You just pass the key value and then it returns true if the key is there. If not, it returns a false. Or else if the key doesn't exist, it gives us a key error. Or else you can use the get method and passing the key name and then see what does it return. In that case, if the key exists, it returns the value of it, and if it doesn't, it just returns the none value. So adding an update, you can directly add it to the keys using the index based notation. Here in this case, since this is a dictionary, you can always use the key, key name, and that respective value gets added to the existing list. If the existing list already contains that same key, it gets updated. And you can also use the update method to update the complete list in a single go. And using a delete keyword, it just deletes the key existing in the list and then returns the list without that key. Using a pop, as we mentioned earlier in the list and tuples, this also do the same thing, returns as a value which has been popped up. And if you want to iterate through, you can iterate using the for key value and employee.items in order to get values and key values. That's all with dictionaries. So till now we covered the list, sets, tuples, and today the dictionary. Down the line we will be covering more on block of statements using for, while, do while, and the other related conditional statements as well. Thanking you. If you like this video, give me a big thumbs up, leave your comment, please share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thanking you.